Yeah. No, TV static, that's good. So this is a very, very lowly compressed version of the Rayman M intro from what I can gather. Which is kind of a cool thing to see, I guess. Also, I think this has a lower frame rate because it's on PS1, so it looks a bit shit. Oh, the Tintsies aren't in this game. They've been cut. I'm guessing that's because they like are too much for the PS1 to handle. They did have some characters in this version that were unique to the PS1 Rayman Rush version. Sorry, I noticed I did do a lot of pauses in my original. I'm going to try not to do that. It's just, you know, hard to come up with shit and play a game at the same time. So, well, I'm going to try... So there we go, we got Rayman Rush. Rayman Rush is actually the PS1 port of Rayman M, and it only has the racers in it. It doesn't have the things. Also, it has Lee up there, but Lee, as far as I can remember, isn't in the game. Oh, I don't fucking know. Okay, that's the letter. I'll be Jin like in Tekken. Okay, let's go. Single player. So, yeah, the Tintsies aren't in this game. Not sure about the roster. The levels are quite different. Has a lot of the same levels actually, but they all sort of work differently. You'll notice as well they're not grouped the same way. You've got some of the beach levels and some of your easy levels all just mashed together, and then you've got your expert levels at the end. Like Nebulous Tower. I'm not sure if Nebulous Tower is even in this because I think it's too advanced for the PS1. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, there we go. God, look at this. This is like the Netflix adaptation of Rayman M. I have to admit, getting this on... You see how different this is, even I can't play it. I have to admit, getting this on the PS1 is kind of cool. I think as well, from what I can tell, they've basically just used Rayman 2 assets. Which I also think is kind of cool. This game plays very similar to how I remember Rayman 2 playing. Also, it's nowhere near as fluid as Rayman M. So as you can tell, I'm terrible at this game. It's very different in how it plays out. It's very janky and weird. Like, even jumping and shit is going to take some getting used to, but I'll manage it. I've been doing this since I was 7. One of my friends had this game, and I had Rayman M, and he used to basically insist that Rayman M was just as good as this, and at the time I believed it. Now, not so much. Admittedly, he had a PS1 up until like 2004, maybe even 2005. So his he kind of ended up just having to get the PS1 port of pretty much every game, which didn't always turn out badly. The PS1 version of Lilo and Stitch and Treasure Planet was much better, because the PS2 version tried to show off its hardware with some really cool shit going on. Why the fuck am I running in? But equally, it meant that he did miss out on some of the like current gen action, which I felt kind of bad at the time, and I still do. Especially given that the PS2 was, like, in my opinion, the best console generation in the last 20 years. Admittedly, PS3 and 4 have had some really good stuff on them, but I feel like PS2 still, to me, felt like the biggest leap. You see, that's different to the other one. Well, the other ones, because, you know, there's none of that shit going off to the side, which is pretty cool. One thing I will say is that this game might not have aged gracefully, but admittedly, it didn't really look good when it came out. Though they do have these, different animations which are really cool, and these different loading screens. So, admittedly, they did do some effort to make the last gen version different. There's also characters who are in this who aren't in, oh shit. Don't worry, I came prepared. Just gotta get my second fucking memory card. I don't know what Canopy was. I think it's meant to be Forest Jump, but they changed it. Oh, and Tilly in the promotional stuff has Lee's hair, but in the actual game, I think she just has the same hair, but I could be wrong. Also, I'm really sorry for the screen fucking up. Oh, that's interesting. Characters I haven't unlocked yet appear in the thing. Shit. But, yeah, I think this is meant to be their answer to Forest Jump. Because I think Forest Jump was definitely too advanced. It was too pretty to be able to be recreated in, well, you know, this mess. Oh, I probably should have gone for that jumpy one. I hate that. That whole, oh, you can run into walls thing. I'm sure that won't be a pain in the ass on the harder missions. On the plus side, I think the most you can get is 2 enemies on this. Tits. Also, the AI is thick as pig shit, which is very helpful to me. Oh. Yeah, so these maps are almost alien to me because I grew up with the better maps on the PS2 version. But admittedly, I do kind of see what this is meant to be, but I'm not exactly sure. Also, these, this floor looks like some sort of weird coin or something. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. I think it's meant to be leaves, but it looks more like gold coins. fuck. I did that shit again. No! Alright, let's try this again. Last hurrah and all that. Not falling for that. Oh, shit. I love that fog as well. That whole, you know, 32-bit era fog thing that they had to do. Or else the hardware would explode because everything was rendered at once. I think that is part of the problem as to why I keep running into traps, because, like, they don't fucking render until they're like 20 feet in front of your face. By which point they're basically in your face. I don't know why it plays that sound no matter what. Oh, Canopy isn't Forest Jump. So I'm gonna guess it's that mission with the shipyard one. I think it's meant to be. Don't hold me to that, but oh. Also, yeah, I'm really sorry that the screen keeps fucking up. I legitimately don't know why that's the case. Does not do it with any other PS1 game I've ever played. I don't think it'd be the end of the world if I overwrote my old save, but... Oh yeah, I forgot. I should probably play as a different character. I'll go for Quobox. Wait, that's the one I've just done. Electric Tunnel. Electric Tunnel's a different map from what I can tell. That's I think meant to be on for fuck's sake. Was it Electric Final? No, Electric Final's the one that looks a bit more like this. I legitimately don't know. I can imagine Electric Final having to have some compromises, given that Electric Final was fucking insane. In fact, I think this is meant to be Electric Final. Yeah, it is. I can tell because of this bit. I love Glowbox's roll animation in this. I wonder if I can get it to play in full. Hold on. Ah, they haven't got the barrel rolling thing? There we go. It's just brilliant. He also plays his Rayman 2 sounds, which, again, I do have that theory. The monkeys also aren't there. That's another thing that didn't make it into this, probably because they were too demanding for the PS1. But I do have a theory that most of these assets are from Rayman 2, which is why Glowbox makes that noise, and why Rayman basically controls the same way he did in Rayman 2. You got that little bit of machinery there, that works as intended. But a lot of the PS2's hardware is just too much for this game, so it basically just had to compromise. I mean, this bit's a piece of piss compared to the PS2 counterpart, where it was basically really difficult to stay on the top layers, and you'd usually end up just dropping down to the bottom layers if you were unsuccessful. Here, it's actually harder to go on the bottom layer. And there's also nothing basically stopping you from just, you know, doing any of them. There's no things in your way. There's no obstacles or whatever. I don't know what that does. Let's find out. Oh, it switches that from one side to the other, I think. I could be wrong, but it might do. Let's see what the bottom layer looks like. Oh. Oh god, it looks like shit. That's okay. Oh, there's no ladder either. I think they... Oh no, wait, ladders were a thing in the other stage. But the monkey and the barrels are gone, so that's something. You have won the electric tunnel in championship mode. So that other one's 61%. I'm probably going to try and 100% this. Unless the 100% has some pain in the ass caveat attached to it. Yeah, so that's electric tunnel. I believe that's meant to be electric final. And this is meant to be water canyon, but it could be a mix between two levels at this point. I legitimately don't know. It's amazing Forest Jump isn't the first of the easy levels, and it was that Zenith Harbour thing. See, the name just came to me. Oh, we just gotta wait for the TV to fuck up. Thankfully, it usually happens before the game starts, so that's good. Okay, so this looks sort of familiar, admittedly. No, actually, no, it doesn't. I do remember this stage, because this was the one in the demo. Oh, this is that bit from 1,000 Waterfalls, I think. Yes, yes it is. Oh, you can't go. I thought that might have been a secret area, like in Rayman M. There aren't any multiple, well there are sort of, but there aren't any alternate routes really, like in the PS2 version. But yeah, Water Canyon has basically turned into 1,000 Waterfalls, which is a much easier level to navigate than it was in Rayman M or Arena, because, well, I mean, they've made a few improvements there. What happens if I run this way? Oh. It's helpful that it tells you when you're going the wrong way, even when it's fucking blatantly obvious. Oh, well, I can only see forward, so maybe I should go backwards. I got a feeling that the stupid pirate henchman's gonna come after me. Oh, so the radar is the same as the other thing now. So on the PS2 there's like several options where you can see your laps and stuff like that, which on the PS1 version that's not a thing, which is cool. I don't mind that. Just shy of 2 minutes. I just had a thought. I'm probably going to be able to plow through this entire game in like an hour, because I've beaten all the easy stages in 23 minutes. So, probably going to be able to beat the whole thing in an hour. It's probably going to be condensed down to... Well, I'm probably going to make each league its own video, but still. Yeah, I'm already 10% of the way through it, so... Maybe not an hour, because I just remembered there are all the modes, but...
Welche Markierung ich habe abbrüchen.